LGD's turn to ban. LGD's turn.
Really good at denying with, so usually really late pick like they did here, and it's been like demolishing teams, right? Been looking so scary, but this time around they got many counters now. X is a great hero. Leshrac, even though it's a support, he has a lot of AoE. Kunkka as well. The boat is going to be great against Slark. Slark goes in, he wants to kill people fast, but the boat will save them, so...
Look at this here, Liquid. Looking for the chase down onto Nova. Arme is going to come in. He has, of course, skilled up the S and shift so he can start to stack things up. X-Nova trying to hide in the trees, but it's not going to keep him alive. He will fall. Arme is stealing a fair few stats, though, with this early point skilled up, but it's not enough to turn things around straight away. It's Liquid get away with first blood. Arme will be kept held back. But this sort of aggression that, as the panel said, we can expect to see in this bottom lane already, showing us the potential, this Axe and Leshrac.
Really good pick off there, giving them that extra goal in the lane, and you want to pressure that Slark, so having that bonus goal, giving that boots earlier to Leshrac if he decides to go for that, can help out a lot by zoning and harassing that guy.
I'm interested to see how this mid lane matchup will go around. We've seen a few times really in these LGD Liquid games. Normally Matsumaman is pitted in the mid lane against Somnus. This time Miracle will return to the central role on his Kunkka to go up against Somnus' Death Prophet. We'll see how he handles it. I mean, how do you sort of expect this matchup to go in the mid lane? Can we expect to see Miracle do alright here?
Definitely. Kunkka is a very strong laner, and he's going to do absolutely fine, even though you'd think that DP is great against melee because of her drain. And she is, but it's not that powerful at early levels. And Kunkka's extra bonus damage is super powerful, so he's going to do absolutely fine. Really good at denying with, so he's going to be absolutely fine. And top lane as well, Gyro and Witch Doctor, super strong combo.
Yeah, once there's a few levels on those two, definitely killing potential between the two of them. But obviously, as it is, LGD are responding with the dual lanes of themselves, having both the Tusk and the Doom placed up top to try and make sure that they can play against this Jaren. Obviously, being both strength heroes and Doom himself having a very large amount of HP early on, can withstand a lot of that sort of potential from the combo, as the panel said as well. Having the Scorched up against the Maledict, it's going to be very nice for keeping himself alive in that top lane.
6 denies on Kunkka right now. That's the strength of his side splash.
That's Cybering indeed.
Yep.
Absolutely, that extra bonus damage for every deny if he's not using it aggressively. Really helping him make sure that he can get this experience advantage in the 1v1.
Slark helping out here. Pretty interesting. Usually you don't see the carry doing this, but...
A little bit of a movement away from the creep wave. Doesn't look like he'll miss any though, as they're now going to come in underneath the tower. Allow Mind Control to play that extra little bit aggressive. Onto Arme, FY. Let's grab a Haste Rune.
A lot of coins coming in.
Over, going for the shackles, but he's instantly going to pay for that one as Kuro comes in with the TP. In fact, the cast bounces as well, allowing them to look towards FY. The Maledict upon him. Can they bring this man down with Mind Control chasing in? They should certainly have enough, and another stun will connect. Liquid responding to the aggression as a little bit of an ambitious shackle underneath the tower there from X-Nova.
More like questionable. To be honest, I'm not sure what he was thinking. Like, okay, you shackle for the creeps to do damage, but it's an axe and there's a Leshrac right behind. What are you thinking? Not sure what that was about.
Just a little bit of a suicidal play from X-Nova. Looking to redeem himself though, make something else happen across the map with the help of FY. As the two of them smoke up and start to head towards top to maybe try and catch this gyrocopter off guard. Mid lane, Liquid, they'll be the first to make a play with their support rotation as they come in onto mid, onto Somnus. The wraparound's there. And indeed they have that control that you talked about with Miracle's Kunkka. See if LGD supports can do just the same and find something for themselves. They really want to try and find a jump onto Matsumaman, but
Matsumaman needs to know this. They're not middle, they didn't contest that at all, and they're not showing bottom. He needs to know that they're here. That's why he's playing so passive. He's not 100% sure. Just poking, and here they come.
Here they go. As soon as he steps a little bit too far forward, they're straining on top of him with the snowball and the shards, holding him in place. They get away with the kill. As you said, you could sort of see the Matuma man was trying to play as precautious as possible, but that little just slight step too far, instantly jumped upon by LGD. They see an opportunity and they do not hesitate to take it.
This is not good. Doom is getting too good of a lane again. This Chalice, he's playing so well every game. It's a good lane, and it's not going to get a lot easier for Matuma man.
Matuma, that's the backup of Kuro as he comes back into the lane. Bottom lane, Mind Control and GH will force the TPs of LGD to head down towards the backup of Arme. FY and Xnova coming in. Mind Control and GH will back away from diving in just that a little bit too far.
Yeah, and the Slark is doing pretty well still now, even though it's being contested by Mind Control here. Axe is not the greatest against this lane, even though he's good. It really comes into later when he calls him in his ult and Blade Mail. He's gonna take so much damage from that. And yeah, Axe is just pushing the lane, which means Slark is getting it into the tower and he gets to see us there.
Chalice certainly going to be the mid lane still. Quite a difference, because look at these denies. As we've been saying, 19 denies on Miracle, and that is leading to the point of Miracle. He's level 6, Somnus, he's level 4. So Somnus is trying for a play here onto Miracle, but the fact he's 6 means he's got the run, he's got that tank ability, and now he's going to turn with the Tidebringer, X-Mark control onto FY. Liquid will just turn and bring down the Tusk. It's very hard for Somnus to make these sort of plays because of that level deficiency. He's 2 levels behind Miracle. But Chalice will try and walk in with the Infernal Blade, but Miracle, he's going to be able to get himself back to safety. These denies just making all the difference in this mid lane matchup.
Absolutely, we see that he's only level 4 there, so he doesn't have level 3 in the Siphon. So they're not even close to killing him. Only when Doom comes in, they almost get him, but you know, he feels safe anyway. He just goes to heal now, and you know, that boat buff is so powerful.
It's crazy. It really is. If Miracle could get that out each and every time, especially during these early level rotations from the supports, there's just never going to be enough damage to burst down the Kunkka if he has that rum on him.
Yeah, and Doom soon hitting 6 here. Liquid needs to do something about this because they cannot one-on-one anymore here. This guy is going to start feeding a lot soon if they don't help him. The rotation coming in.
He is trying for this, but backup's there for Chalice. Matuma man trying to commit here with the cooldown as he hits level 6, but the snowball comes in, allowing LGD to dodge a lot of that damage. Matuma man will be able to keep himself safe as he backs away, but Chalice, he's thinking about diving underneath the tower for this one. He looks towards Kuroki, but can't quite close the gap.
We see the nerf in effect right there on the Tusk. The Ice Shard not lasting long enough. The last 2 more seconds there. That guy probably would have been dead, but that is not what happens. And now Axe is getting level 6, is getting... Oh.
But again, this mid lane, look how close they come to bringing down Miracle. Somnus nearly getting away with it that time. But still, just not quite enough damage. That extra edge that Miracle got out of the 1v1 is just making it impossible for Somnus to be able to sort of outplay him in this 1v1 and find the kill. Top laner, go on to Chalice with the Maledict, but again, backup's there. The 2 supports come in, FY, Xnova turns straight towards Matuma man with the shackles, holding him down. Slowly but surely, they'll right-click the gyro out of the lane. As LGD putting some excellent pressure onto Matuma man's gyrocopter early on. Each and every time, the snowball coming into play from FY, the entire combo of the gyro just being rendered useless in this lane.
Yeah, they recognize that Slark is still getting good enough farm bottom, so decided to just go to the other strong lane, the Doom, who's super powerful right now. He's got ult even though he didn't need to use it, and they're just bringing down this gyro. So then Slark can just go kill him all the time, and underfarm gyro is not that scary. They need him quite a lot. And Kunkka, he's doing okay in middle. I thought he would be a little bit more ahead of the DP, but the rotation.
The Chalice straight away with a 6, coming down to the bottom and helping Arme find a kill onto Mind Control. Immediate move from Chalice to make sure that as an offlaner, he can continue to have just that bit more momentum than Mind Control gets this game. Lane, another look towards Miracle. He's got the X mark on Somnus to make sure that he can pull Somnus back. Looks for the combo follow-up, only gets the torrent onto FY. Somnus still alive for now, but there's Matumba with the rotation front top. Comes in with the cooldown, the Siphon not enough to keep Somnus alive. Snowball up to the high ground from FY as he tried to get himself away, but Matumba man's in with the rocket barrage. Liquid cut down both of them. This mid lane, doing a lot of wonders here for Liquid. Matuma does take an Infernal Blade. He's going to be ticking down incredibly low, but it's not enough to bring him down. And again, Miracle just looking for another kill. The X-Mark Torrent combo onto Chalice. A few more right clicks will do it with the Lightning. Liquid take down Chalice. FY really wants to find Miracle. They're desperately trying to finish off this Cougar, but with the snowball they might be able to do it. They close the gap. Miracle pops the stick, charges with the zap. They get it, but it's going to cost these lives of LGD, and they'll lose FY for this. Matuma comes back in, but he's on minimal health. He gets nuked down here by Somnus, and now Somnus has got the Exorcism. Can LGD really clean this one up? Somnus is chasing down Kuro with the Exorcism, takes the Witch Doctor. GH will keep his distance as he runs himself away, so they are able to finally kill off Miracle. It takes a lot, but they do get the job done, LGD, and are able to get Somnus involved in some kills as he comes back in after that initial death.
Yeah, Matuma living on the edge for a long time. He's hesitating to go in and out. Like, he doesn't want to get burst. He's 1 health, but yeah, and then he goes down by the DP.
Look at this, the fight's not over. They want to go for Somnus here, and they've got the combo. He does have the heal from the Exorcism. Is it going to be enough to save him the Tidebringer, the cooldown? It's not enough.
The rocket?
There is a rocket in. They've got to get the rocket off him. Can they do it? They can't. They can't get rid of the rocket. The homing missile will get the kill for Liquid. This mid lane, an absolute brawler between the two teams.
Absolutely. But meanwhile, Slark is farming, and so is Doom. Matuma feels he couldn't stand top anymore because he's getting ganked non-stop, so he decides to rotate and gank, and it's kind of successful, but he's not farming, he's falling behind a bit, and this Slark, 4k net worth now, and we know what happens with this hero, and luckily though, Axe is also keeping out with farm. He's going to get Dagger relatively soon.
They go down bottom, they do manage to, indeed, dunk down the Courier.
That's a lot of coins.
I'll take that one away from LGD. And Somnus looking to play around the fact that Xnova has popped down the wards up top to finish off this tier 1 tower. Won't quite be enough to finish it off as GH and Mind Control are there to dispatch of the Serpents. Still hovering around this tree line. I mean, GH is very, very low here. Somnus, he doesn't have a point in the silence. GH can turn, look for the stun. Can he get himself away in time? He's trying, but the Siphon is just too damn strong. The final right click comes in from Somnus, and GH will fall.
Patience from Somnus right there. He's done it for a very long time, and it pays off. Very nice. And right now, Liquid just needs to farm their core items. They need the dagger on Axe.
They've got it. Just picked up. Yep. So we'll see what he can do with this one, Mind Control.
Because there's no way they can kill Slark without it right now, unless he steps out severely. And yeah, they definitely want to rotate and kill this Slark now. With the Gyro there as well, they can burst him really easily.
Dire's top tower.
Top lane, finding little Kuro. He's TP'd in, he does have Matuma and Miracle here. Can they really look to turn this one around? They've got the cooldown onto 2, the Doom's going to be dropped straight down onto Matuma. Xnova looking for the shackle, but Miracle, he has the Torrent, the bow, flying forward. They've taken down Xnova. Chalice has been surrounded. He'll be chased down by Mind Control. Miracle with a final Tidebringer hit off the creep will finish off Chalice. Maybe forcing it a little bit too much there, LGD. Looking to take that tower, which they do get, but a usage of the Doom does not warrant them the kill on the Gyro, and they lose heroes themselves.
Yeah, and that Doom is really tanky there. If Slark had Shadowblade at that point, if this was just happened 2 minutes later and he TP's out with a Shadowblade, that would have been disastrous. Because right now they're fighting 4 versus 5 pretty much, and this Slark is just farming, and it's pretty scary. Oh. The jump.
He's wondering if he can do it. And he's going to be careful, understandably so. He does not want to get caught out by an X-Mark.
Night vision there, making him spot the Axe, really important. As a bait by GH. Getting away there.
From the shrine they go, Somnus. Exorcism ready. As well as the Serpent Ward.